June 28th meeting of the Ways and Means Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Ansello. Here. Mr. Baroth. Here. Dr. Carbone. Here. Mr. Delahanty. Here. Chairwoman Draw.
Here.
Mr. Felder. Here. Mr. Hebert. Here. Mr. Marionetti. Here. Mr. Morelli. Here. Mr. Moyo is excused. Mr. Rocco. Here.
Will Legislator Brian Marionetti please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are there any speakers signed up for public forum?
There's not.
Is there anyone here who would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing none. The next item on the agenda is approval of minutes. You have the May 24th, 2016 minutes in your folder. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next item on the agenda is new business. Madam Clerk.
Referral 16-0190.
Moved by Legislator Hebert and seconded by Legislator Carbone. Is there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0191.
Moved by Legislator Carbone and seconded by Legislator Delahanty. Is there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0192.
Moved by Legislator Delahanty and seconded by Legislator Rocco. Is there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0193.
Moved by Legislator Rocco and seconded by Legislator Ansello. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0194.
Moved by Legislator Ansello and seconded by Legislator Marionetti. Is there any discussion on this? Legislator Baroth.
I could hold myself back no longer.
You have. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Through the chair of the administration, I just have one quick question regarding this. Regarding the local match of $8,600, am I correct to understand that local match is for the $20,000 total contract, not the original, not the $10,000 increase?
Through the chair, that's correct. The $8,000 is for the total 20 grand.
Thank you very much.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0195.
Moved by Legislator Marionetti and seconded by Legislator Hebert. Is there any discussion on this? Legislator Baroth.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, it's perhaps it's not meant to be a silly question, but what is the nature of these patrols? Are they foot patrols, bike patrols, vehicles, boat? What?
The simple answer is yes.
All, including, then thank you. The one I really want to know then through the chairs, it includes boat patrols on the canal.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next items, please.
Referral 16-0196.
Moved by Legislator Hebert and seconded by Legislator Carbone. Is there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0197.
Moved by Legislator Carbone and seconded by Legislator Delahanty. Is there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0198.
Moved by Legislator Delahanty and seconded by Legislator Rocco. Is there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0199.
Moved by Legislator Rocco and seconded by Legislator Ansello. Is there any discussion on this? Legislator Baroth.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, on referral 201, correct?
No, 199.
199. Then I made a mistake. Wrong one.
Okay. Any other any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0200.
201.
Oh, I'm sorry, 201.
201, moved by legislator Ansello and seconded by legislator Marionetti. Is there any discussion on this? Now, legislator Baroff.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, just a quick question regarding the slip lining process. Is this a process we've utilized before in the county?
Through the chair, yes, it is.
Thank you. And through the chair of the administration, am I correct to assume it's less expensive than a full culvert replacement?
Through the chair, yes, considerably less expensive.
All right. Thank you very much.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0202.
Moved by legislator Marionetti and seconded by legislator Hebert. Is there any discussion? Legislator Baroff.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, I was in the chambers during the Transportation Committee meeting, and the question was asked, when was the environmental review expected to be completed? And the answer was given that it was completed back on May 31st. And my question is, through the chair, that if the environmental review was completed May 31st, why was that not noted in the referral that was dated June 10th?
Through the chair, because the draft referrals are done at the beginning of May and go through the review process. So that's why it hadn't been completed yet, so that's why the language was there.
Thank you. So through the chair of the administration, so I understand. So during the referral preparation process, that once the draft is completed, at least in regards to environmental reports being scheduled or not, that they're not revised before they're sent to the committees? Through the chair?
Through the chair, while it's possible that we would make a revision, sometimes it just doesn't happen based on timing and notification of whether or not that's been completed coming up through the various departments. So the answer is essentially sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay. And then I would just note then through the chair to the administration, then it behooves us all to pay a lot of attention to the referrals as they come forward, as there may be some changes to the documentation that we're not aware of because they haven't been updated. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. I'm just suggesting it behooves us to pay attention to the details. Thank you.
Noted. Duly noted. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0203.
Moved by legislator Hebert and seconded by legislator Carbone. Legislator Morelli.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Through you to the administration, will this have any effect on the workload for Monroe County? Are we have any backlog? I see that this is, to help out other counties. This isn't affecting Monroe County in any way. Is that correct?
Through the chair, yes, the amount of inspections that we do for the other counties is very minimal. We have really at the most 2 to 3 per each of the 2 counties that we contract with. So it's really not a heavy additional workload for the Monroe County staff.
Through you to the administration, how many does Monroe County on average have?
Typically through our 2 grants, we do approximately 350 to 400 investigations.
Okay. Perfect, thank you.
Any other discussion on that? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0204.
Moved by legislator Carbone and seconded by legislator Delahanty. Is there any discussion on this? Legislator Baroff.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, I know this is a relatively minor increase of about $7,500. My question regards the operating grant budget. It notes that funding for the contract is included in the operating grant budget. And my question is, from where are these additional funds, $7,500 coming? From what grant is it coming?
It's the Enhanced Multidisciplinary Team Grant. It's a state grant from NYSOFA. These are actually, they were admin funds that could not be expended because of delays from the state in the start date of administrating the grant.
I'm sorry, through the chair of the administration, I didn't understand the last part of, there are admin funds that we could not utilize, but now we can. I misunderstood, I think.
We couldn't utilize them for internal administrative costs. So because everything had been capped out for 100% admin, we had to use that, we still had that $7,000 in excess.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0205.
Moved by legislator Delahanty and seconded by legislator Rocco. Any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0206.
Moved by legislator Rocco and seconded by legislator Ansello. Is there any discussion on this? Legislator Morelli.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through you to the administration, how many responses to this RFP did we receive?
Through the chair, we had 5 or 6 responses.
Okay. And were any of those companies that we received local companies?
Through the chair, not really. Some of them will claim that they have local offices, but none of them are headquartered locally.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0207.
Moved by legislator Anselli and seconded by legislator Marianetti. Is there any discussion on this? Legislator Baroth.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, what was the amount of the original contract?
Through the chair, I'm Michelle Crane, counsel to Sheriff O'Flynn. The original contract amount is $100,000.
Thank you. Then through the chair of the administration, that's a relatively significant increase of 30%. Do we anticipate that this increase in the number of physicals is likely to continue into future years, or is this just an aberration through the chair?
Through the chair, I believe that this is a request for an increase for over 2 years because of the increased number of academies. Beyond that, we are going to be doing an RFP because this contract will end after that period, so we'll address it at that time. I can't predict what that would be.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Any other discussion on that? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0208.
Moved by legislator Marianetti and seconded by legislator Hebert. Is there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 16-0209.
Moved by legislator Hebert and seconded by legislator Carbone. Any discussion on this? Legislator Baroth.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, besides Magellan, how many responses did you receive for this contract?
Through the chair, we only received 2 in total.
Thank you, including Magellan, through the chair.
That is correct.
Thank you. And was the other respondent local or not local?
I'm sorry, my apologies. We actually did receive 3, but we ruled them out. We had shortlisted to just 2.
Okay. And of the second one, was that a local company or not, through the chair?
Through the chair, yes, it was.
It was a local company. And through the chair of the administration, however, you found that Magellan Advisors was to be preferable for what reason?
Through the chair, they had far more experience with intermunicipal arrangements, which is the case in this one with the City of Rochester and the county.
Okay. And then finally, through the chair of the administration, will we be apprised of any recommendations from Magellan and/or a report from this assessment?
Apologies, through the chair. Can you repeat that?
Will this body be apprised of any recommendations from the Magellan Company and/or perhaps a report on the assessment process? The results of the assessment, I mean. So the question was, when the vendor comes back with recommendations regarding the fiber assessment, will the legislature be? Yeah. Okay.
Through you, Madam Chairwoman, this report will be available upon its completion.
Thank you. Just to clarify, though, through the chair of the administration, that means upon completion for Magellan or upon completion of the overall project?
It's one and the same thing through you, Madam Chairwoman.
Excellent. That's what I want to make sure about. Appreciate the answer.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Is there any other matters to come before this committee? Seeing none, the meeting of the June 26th meeting of the Ways and Means stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Ways and Means will be held Tuesday, July 19th at 6 p.m. Thank you and have a nice evening.